It's authentic.
When we come to your school, we all in the stands with you.
It's inspirational.
Honeybees is more than just about the field show. It's about inspiring young women.
It's groundbreaking.
It was like, oh my gosh, there's a girl trying out for drum major, all this stuff.
From the campus to the community, we cover everything HBCU. It's HBCU 101. What's up, everyone, and welcome to HBCU 101. I'm your host, Jaleel Thurman. HBCU 101 is a show that will take you all around the nation, give you the ins and outs of HBCUs, and a little taste of that HBCU flavor. On today's episode, we're gonna dive into the HBCU experience, specifically at North Carolina A&T. But before we get there, let's go ahead and see what's up with Tolly and what's good in the hood with our HBCUs.
Hey everyone, and welcome to What's Good in the Hood. October is in the books, November is here, and homecoming season is mostly wrapped up, although we see you, Alabama State. Homecomings are part party and part fundraiser, and last month Shaw University got a huge legacy gift. The family of Bishop James A. Forbes Sr. and Mrs. Mabel Clemens Forbes made a $1 million donation. That was the largest single gift made during homecoming this year at Shaw University. The Forbes family has long and deep ties with Shaw. And did you donate to your HBCU this year? Maybe not $1 million, but some donation, right? All right, let's get back to HBCU 101 and Jaleel Thurman. Jaleel?
Welcome back to HBCU 101.
Thanks a lot for the news, Tolly. Many know her as a 4-time best-selling author. However, she prides herself on giving back to the community. HBCU 101 is delighted to talk with North Carolina A&T State University alumna, author, CEO, and founder of Ashley Little Enterprises, Miss Ashley Little.
Hi, Jaleel. I'm happy to be on the show today. Yes, Aggie Pride.
Okay, she came in on 10. Okay. Now, Ashley, you're from Waysboro.
Yes, I am.
In North Carolina, for those that don't know, because it's a small town. Yeah. However, you found your way to North Carolina A&T State University in Greensboro. So you went from borough to borough. Mm-hmm. What was that journey like? How did you get there?
So I grew up in Waysboro, North Carolina. It's a small town, country, not a lot of people, but grew up in a family that, was instilled from HBCUs. Basically, my father went to A&T.
Okay.
A lot of my aunts went to A&T. Then my mother went to HBCU. So that was instilled in me at a young age, right? And so when I originally applied to college, I applied to a couple different HBCUs. I applied to A&T, I applied to Central, Wisconsin State, but my number one choice was A&T.
Okay.
So of course, I went to A&T, went to orientation, and I mean, from the day I set foot on that campus, I knew that was the place I needed to be at, right? It was a family environment, just the people, I mean, the atmosphere, the family, the mentorship. I knew A&T was for me.
Okay. And I assume because your dad and your aunts went to A&T, that's how you got there, because you said, my mom went to an HBCU. You ain't say what HBCU, because I guess it doesn't matter, right?
Right, it doesn't matter.
Because it's not North Carolina A&T. Now, Aggie Pride is different.
Yeah.
But what was your first day like at North Carolina A&T?
Oh, my first day, amazing, right? It was actually a family atmosphere the day I stepped on that yard.
Okay.
The day I stepped on that yard, I remember my father dropping me off at A&T, telling me, Ashley, you have 4 years that I'm going to pay for.
Okay.
And I said, okay. And when I stepped on there, it started, going to the, different welcome, committees and welcome orientations. And it was just amazing, right? Amazing. And there was a family atmosphere, just meeting different people on the yard from different places and just connecting genuinely, connecting and it's building those relationships. And I knew I wanted to be involved on campus. So I started, talking to people who were involved in SGA and, different organizations and attending those meetings. And it just went from there. I mean, I can't even really explain the Aggie Pride because it's something that's in our hearts, right? It's something that we love and is instilled in us. And I know anywhere I go in the world, there's an Aggie, and I know Aggie has my back. So when we see each other, no matter where we are in the airport or at the store, if I know you're an Aggie, that's a genuine connection, automatically.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, I can attest to that. Now, I'm not an Aggie myself.
Yeah.
I went to Virginia State University, so shout out to Trojan Nation.
Yeah.
However, I was with a good friend of ours by the name of Uche. And Uche and I was at a Bears game because we were going to watch the Bears. We're both in Chicago, so we wanted to watch the Bears game. And of course, Tariq Cohen, A&T alum, is one of the running backs for the Bears. However, he wore an Aggie Pride T-shirt. Like, not a Bears shirt, not a Bears anything. Like, he had an Aggie Pride T-shirt. And we were walking through the game, and I'll never forget, we're just walking. And out of nowhere, I hear somebody say, Aggie Pride? I say, yo, you got to be kidding me. Like, come on. But that is unique, and that's special because not every school has that. Right. But you guys do, and that's really from coast to coast. Because like you said, you could be at the airport, we were at a football game, you could be anywhere, and that's that instant connection. Now, your 4 years at North Carolina A&T. From freshman year to your senior year. Can you take us through that journey?
Freshman year, oh wow, I had a great experience, right? Freshman year was basically getting there, getting acclimated to A&T. The goal was to get involved as well, continue to keep my grades up, get involved on the yard, and really make a name for myself, right? And that's what I did, I remember as we spoke about Uche Bird, it was definitely part of my journey when I first got there. I met Uche, and Uche was Mr. Aggie. So I was very involved, and I met a lot of great people that was part of my journey of me being involved and getting involved in SGA, different organizations on campus, giving back to the community, doing the community service. And so as I continued to do that, then I went on to pledge later on. My junior year pledged Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, of course, and then continued to build from there all the way throughout my journey, just being involved on the yard, mentoring the new freshmen that came in and just, building that family atmosphere. So the journey was amazing. I mean, all my years that I was there, I had some great years. I mean, my freshman year, I think everybody would say that, but I know for me, my freshman year was one of the best years of my life. My freshman year, of course, my senior year too. So, but I had some great times at A&T.
Now that's interesting that you say your freshman year was your best, because I feel the complete opposite.
Oh, really?
My freshman year was really shaky. Being from Chicago, going to a HBCU on the East Coast, my first semester was a little but it was kind of like my second semester, it was like, all right, I'm gonna get out. I'm gonna really, I'm here. Like, let's really see what this is like. And then that's when my experience changed. And then, the rest of college was history, and it was all she wrote. Now, that experience that you had in North Carolina A&T is kind of what focused different things or changed different things for your life after graduation at A&T. I mean, now you're involved in many things. Not only were you involved in your SGA, a Delta, and you was just involved throughout the yard, but that actually helped you at post-college.
Absolutely.
Because you owners, CEOs, book writer, like all of this. Now, speaking of book writing, you are the lead author for the HBCU Experience, North Carolina A&T State University edition, right?
Yes,
We're not gonna give them too much right now.
I don't give them too much.
But I really want to dive into what that book is about and what caused you to do that. So when we return, we'll talk with Ashley a little bit more about her HBCU experience at North Carolina A&T and the book that she's lead author of. All right, so stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Coming up next on HBCU 101. Welcome back to HBCU 101.
Welcome back to HBCU 101. I am your host, Jaleel Thurman, and I'm here with Ashley, right?
Yes,
North
Ashley.
Carolina A&T, Ashley Little, she's here, Last name might be Little, but she's big in the streets, you know what I'm saying? But Ashley, your experience at North Carolina A&T State University was monumental. It was life-changing. It was something that many can't really put into words, and that thus creates Aggie pride. However, you took it one step further, into a different realm and a different market, and you were the lead author of the HBCU Experience, North Carolina A&T State University edition. What caused this? What was that experience like? Tell us about it.
Well, the goal is to share our stories, right? Because our voices need to be heard and our voices need to be documented on our experiences with all the things that are going on with our HBCUs, right? With the business situation, with just, making it relevant to let people know, our HBCUs are relevant. Our HBCUs have made us into the people that we are today. They've made great people, and this is why. And this is how our HBCUs has molded us into the people we are today. So we created a movement. I created a movement where I wanted to be able to meet with all the HBCUs and share our stories, right? So we started with, of course, my school, which is A&T,
nothing wrong with
and
that.
share our stories. And then the goal is to take it to different schools and start a movement where each school would have, prominent people from their schools to share their experiences of how their school, their alma mater has shaped them into the people that they are today. So I'm excited to be able to say that we have launched the first ever HBCU Experience Anthology, the North Carolina A&T State University edition. And we birthed it 44 authors. And so I'm so excited. I mean, it could have been more than that because I'm telling you, once it was out there, Aggies came out of nowhere. Everybody was with it, excited to share their stories. So I had to do a cutoff for this first round. But we're going to keep doing this every year to birth more authors, to share our stories, to let our younger generation know how it has impacted us, how it has molded us into the people we are today, and to let people who probably are very interested in attending the HBCU or don't know really how the experience goes, to show them, well, this is an experience that we have. And this is why I'm the person that I am today, because I am the person I am today because of A&T. A&T made me into the person I am today. And when I went to seek out authors, I wanted to seek out, prominent people who done great things, that are doing great things in their careers, their communities, and that are genuinely open to giving back to their community. They're doing great things. So I seeked out Uche Bird, Fred Witt, Hercules Conway, Shanita Penny, Newton Dennis, Melvin Kearney, Keith Murphy, many more Aggies, Tiana Bynum, Carla Saunders, these people that done great things at A&T and are still doing great things, still giving back to our university to share their stories, right? To be our founding authors for the first ever one. Jamaris Payton, Torrance Reed, all of these people are really involved in their communities. They're really they're giving back, right? Genuinely giving back, and they're doing great things. And so to be able just to work with these amazing 44 authors, to hear their stories. Some of these stories I didn't even know about, right? And I knew a lot of the people in the book. And just to see them share, be vulnerable. Because being vulnerable when you're writing, it's different. It's a different feeling. So I was just happy to see that everybody was on board. They were, really sharing and really wanting to let everybody know, millions of people throughout the world, this is what A&T has done for me. I'm the person I am today because of this. These are the things that I had to go through in order to graduate. These are the things that molded me while I was there. I had some obstacles, but I didn't quit, right? I saw it through. Because that's the key, right? We go through obstacles, we go through different things in life. I went through different challenges at A&T myself, right? And I saw it through though, because I know what the bigger vision was to make something of myself, graduate, and be great. And so these stories, they're amazing. You got different stories in the book. Fred Witt, Everything Happens for a Reason. You have Uche Bird, Family Matters. You have Keith Murphy, Bloodlines. Carla Saunders, Becoming Her. These stories are amazing. Candace Johnson, Definitely Not a Whitley Gilbert. And they're just talking about, how when they jumped on those, when they came on the campus, how, their life changed, how it molded them, the challenges they went through. But they still made it out, right? A lot of the challenges, if you read the book, and I'm not gonna go too deep. You will be like, I don't know how they made it, right? Some people probably couldn't have made, through some of the journeys that you were reading that book, that most people would have quit. But these people actually made a way. They were determined to make it happen, to graduate and to make something of themselves, because they believed in themselves and they believed in A&T.
That's beautiful, because it has its own unique way of telling a story of North Carolina A&T. And I want to applaud you. You know what I'm saying, for that, because that's what we need, to keep pushing the HBCU movement. Now, not only are you a trailblazer at A&T, right, and starting something like this in the movement with the book, and then, other things that you've been able to do for your university. But you're also a trailblazer within your community in Wadesboro, in which you're a co-founder of a nonprofit, but we're not gonna go into it right now. Okay, we're not gonna give them too much right now. But I wanna talk a little bit more about what you've been able to do for your hometown, but we'll talk about that when we return, all right? It's HBCU 101, it's Jalil, and it's Ashley. Stay tuned, we'll be right back.
HBCU 101. Welcome back to HBCU 101.
Welcome back to HBCU 101. I have the pleasure of being here with Miss Ashley Little, and she is a trailblazer. All right, Ashley.
Hi.
All right, you're from Wadesboro, and it's a small country town.
Small country town.
And it's big to give back. But because you're in a small country town, it's like you have to. It's almost like an obligation to come back and show those young ladies or even young men that you can leave and still be successful.
Right.
Now you're a co-founder of the Sweetheart Scholars, which is a nonprofit organization in Wadesboro, correct?
Yes.
Talk to me about that and why is that so special to you?
Well, Sweetheart Scholars, me and 3 other amazing women started Sweetheart Scholars back in February of 2018.
Okay.
Our goal was to come back to our hometown. We're going to start there, but the movement is going to go out throughout the world, but we wanted to start in our hometown first, was to be able to come back and help our young girls, right, that are getting ready to graduate from high school, be able to pour into them, help them financially, be able to mentor them and show them, this is what we did. You can do this. We left NCAT County. We still made, something of ourselves. We went to college and we're doing great things. So we wanted to come back and give back to our younger females because as we know, they need us, right? They need our mentorship. They need our help. They need us financially. So going back, we created a scholarship to pour into them. And so our original goal was to give out 2 scholarships our first year, and we ended up giving out 4 scholarships.
Oh, wow.
So we ended up giving 4 girl scholarships to help them throughout their 4 years while they're in college. And so they're all doing great now. And then we were able to go back this past year in May and give out 3 more scholarships to help our young girls, right? And so the good thing about this is that we're, like you stated, it is an obligation because I come from a small town, so we want to be able to go back to pour into our kids there because when you're coming from a small town, it's not a lot of opportunities, it's not a lot of resources. And so we want to go back and be the change that we want to see because I truly believe that a true successful leader is one who reaches back and pulling forward. And if we're not helping somebody else, then what are we doing if we're not helping somebody else?
That's truly lifting as you climb.
Right.
Essentially being able to give back and do what you do. And I like the fact that she didn't go to A&T and that you still want to show us some love. You still gave us some Aggie love.
The funny thing is none of the recipients went to A&T, but it's all good.
Love.
It's all good though. We had some that went to some HBCUs, and we had some that went to PWIs. So at the end of the day, they still went to school, and that's all about. And I'm all about that. We're gonna still support that, and hopefully when they go get their masters, they might get a little bit of the best of both worlds, maybe.
Well, that's really dope, really dope. But before we let you go, we're gonna play a game called I Got 5 on It. Right? We ain't gonna play it right now. We're gonna play when we come back from the break. It's HBCU 101. It's Jalil. It's Ashley. Stay tuned. We'll be back with I Got 5 on It. You know what the time it is.
HBCU 101. Welcome back to HBCU 101.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. You all know what time it is. It's time to play I Got 5 on It. Ashley, I got 5 on it. I'm gonna ask you a few different questions. It's gonna be this or that, and you kind of choose who or what you have 5 on. Okay?
All right,
we're gonna start off simple. Greeks, Virginia State University, or North Carolina Central University.
North Carolina Central University.
Okay, she was quick with that. Now, even though they got their beef, she was there. Okay, let's talk yards, because you've been up and down the East Coast. Howard University, all right, or FAMU?
Ooh, hard one. I'm gonna say FAMU.
Okay. She said Tallahassee, keep it cool, keep it cool. FAMU. Now I'm gonna take you to the swag. We're gonna talk Texas. Who has the most Texas juice? Texas Southern or Prairie View?
I'm going with Texas Southern.
Okay, you
I'm
with
going
it.
with Texas
Okay,
Southern,
cool.
yeah.
Now, who has the best homecoming of all
In Texas?
in general?
In general, oh, of course, North Carolina A&T State University, GHO, Aggie Pride.
You know, I gave him a little love because, you know, her energy was there. But Ashley, before we let you go, where can people find the book?
We want everybody to go to Amazon because
Okay.
100% of all of the money will go to university. So please go to Amazon to get the book.
Okay.
Yes,
And they just
Amazon.
search the
The HBCU Experience, North Carolina A&T State University Edition on Amazon. You can purchase the ebook or a paperback off of Amazon, but we
Okay,
want
cool.
everybody to go there.
Okay, cool. Well,
Yes.
Well, Ashley, I want to say thank you for coming on the show. And not only am I intrigued and amazed by what you've been able to do for the HBCU community, starting with your own, but then also what you've been able to do for your community back at home. So I just want to say thank you for that, and thank you for coming on the show.
And thank you for the opportunity. You know, we are coming to VSU, so
Okay.
we hope that you share your
Come
story.
on now, you ain't got to worry about that. You ain't got to worry about that. Thank you, Ashley. All right. It's time for Who Got Next. Who Got Next is a segment of the show where we like to highlight those up-and-coming entrepreneurs, book writers, singers, artists, just those the whole nine, all right? Today, we're highlighting Lamar Allen, a Fisk University alum. It was at a very early age that owner Lamar discovered his passion for balloon artistry and decor, excitingly playing with balloons and creating structures and figurines out of them. A native of the Motor City, also known as Detroit, Michigan, Lamar got his official start in event planning industry as a teenager while working at a local retail party store and professional balloon decorating company. This would later inspire Lamar to start his own company and expand his creative talent and passion. After realizing there was an opportunity to show his talents on the campus of Fisk University his freshman year, he began creating balloon decorations out of his dorm room for local and university events. After gaining much traction and many balloon decor requests, LaMarvelous Balloons was born. LaMarvelous Balloons' mission is to transform and dramatize spaces while creating entertaining and emotional experiences for its clients. Founded in 2014, LaMarvelous Balloons has exponentially grown in services offered, counting numerous colleges and universities, businesses, and private events around metropolitan Nashville among its growing clientele. From baby showers and weddings to corporate events and large installations, LaMarvelous Balloons specializes in making each event unique, special, and memorable. And that is it for HBCU 101. Thank you all for tuning in, and thank you, Ashley, for stopping by. I am your host, Jaleel Thurman. I'll see you next week.